If you believe Binance is safe, think again, guys, because Binance, your time is running out, right? Your time is incoming. As we see right here, we'll talk about it very shortly. But before we do, look at this, guys. This is how we know perhaps the bear market isn't done and over with just yet. Justin, Wells Fargo, America's fourth largest bank, says the bear market is over, right? Usually the opposite takes place, especially with these banks. When they state something, the opposite takes place, guys, right? It's always about look at this, look over here, but don't look over there. Why? Because they try to distract you and throw out certain events, guys. That's how they do it, right? At the same time, who's going to be right? Will this AI be correct or the bank? OpenAI's chat GPT has reportedly predicted that the stock market will crash on March 15th, 2023. There you guys go. And what is fascinating is March 15th, right? That's when the storm takes place. 315, guys. Wait, what are the chances of this, right? The storm begins on 315, right? So is this a possibility? We'll have to wait and see. Who's going to be correct, guys? Let me know down below. But it is fascinating that European Central Bank ISO 222 migration weekend playbook March 17th to the 19th, right? So if a crash occurs, will they go live under the radar, right? That's the thing. While everyone, remember, they throw out certain events to distract other things, other important events that are taking place, right? So this is fascinating. As you guys can see, live date 03/21/2023. Again, let's pay attention, guys, right? March is incoming, which means the light, right, will be shining. As you guys can see, let's talk about Binance, guys, because so much is happening with Binance recently. What's happening? I don't know. Well, we do know. The largest crypto exchange in the United States, Coinbase, has only 20,000 visits per week. In the meantime, Binance has over 14 million plus. SEC and Gary are doing a great job stifling innovation and leaving America in the digital stone age. Wow. Isn't that something, huh? Right? Remember, Coinbase is backed by the elites, right? That's the thing. Binance, there's too many narratives happening with Binance, guys, as you guys can see, or attacks. Binance US transferred $400 million to CZ's trading firm Merit Peak in early 2021. Guess this is just more quote-unquote market making, huh? Wow. Stop it, guys, right? Again, Binance is getting exposed like no tomorrow. You guys ready? Because, oh my, we have cracked the code already on this, guys. What's going to happen is these narratives will slowly keep building bigger and bigger and bigger, like the BG123 snowballs, right? It's going to be happening. It's going to become like an avalanche, right? Let's prepare, guys. So, Reuters, global cryptocurrency exchange Binance had secret access to a bank account belonging to its purportedly independent US partner and transferred large sums of money from the account to a trading firm managed by Binance CEO CZ. Banking records and company messages show. Over the first 3 months of 2021, more than $400 million flowed from the Binance US account at California-based Silvergate Bank to this trading firm, Merit Peak Ltd. According to records for the quarter, which were reviewed by Reuters, the Binance.US account was registered under the name BAM Trading, the United States Exchange's operating company, according to the records. Company messages show the transfers to Merit Peak began in late 2020. Now, listen to this. This is where it gets juicy. Reuters couldn't determine the reason for the transfers or whether any of the money belonged to Binance US customers, right? So a lot of money laundering or money siphoning taking place, guys, at this point in time, right? There's a lot of shady stuff happening, guys. This is why we have to just be very careful of these certain exchanges, right? Because we know their time is running out. They tie in with what Tether as well. Don't worry, guys. We're going to be talking about Tether here in just a little bit. Before we do, the exchange's public terms of use at the time said customers' dollar deposits were held at Silvergate and a Nevada-based custodian firm called Prime Trust. Prime Trust made $650 million in wire transfer deposits in Binance US account during the quarter, the bank records show. Remember, they always need to tell us before something takes place, right? So before something occurs. These are all major warning signals or signs. A Binance US spokesperson stated they did not address Reuters' questions about the transfers detailed in the bank records. In a statement, she said Reuters reporting used quote-unquote outdated information, right? Wow. This is crazy, guys. Right? They're denying the fact. They're denying all this stuff. Binance is basically denying it, guys. So this is where we should probably be very careful, right? Again, we know what's upcoming. It would connect to this tweet from Bitfinex, right? So pay attention to this. Institutional investors just sent another $1 billion allegedly to Tether executives who are under criminal investigation for bank fraud, just as regulators are shutting off bank accounts and shutting down stablecoins. That's 2 billion new Tether fraud tokens today, right? So they have been printing like no tomorrow, and this was just before the pump on 2/13/23. And look what happened a few days later, guys. Is that just a coincidence, a mere coincidence, or no? Definitely not, right? Tether fraud doesn't need money or bank accounts to issue tethers. It's magic. It sure seems like it. Stablecoins are going away. BUSD to suspend issuance, right? New York regulator directed a crypto company to stop issuing one of the largest dollar-pegged cryptocurrencies as a government clampdown on the sector widens, right? Come on, guys. Not to worry, institutional investors will now start to send billions of dollars to Tether executives under criminal investigation for bank fraud, right? So so in conclusion, this tells us one thing, that they are all interlinked together, right? All these exchanges, but possibly not connected to Coinbase, guys. But if it goes to the next tweet, the truth about Tether is slowly coming out. Imagine the bank runs this would cause. Listen to this, guys. The proof is in the damn pudding.
Yes. Except, Commissioner Massa, if Tether decides not to redeem, they're not legally forced to redeem because they're unregulated. So if they say, look, you guys want to redeem, your Tether for dollars, we don't have to give it to you. I mean, that's kind of been an accusation floating around for a while, that they're not redeeming. So could there be a run on something if you can't redeem it?
But then what happens with other stable coins? What happens with the lending arrangements that have grown up around Tether? What happens then to the Bitcoin market because of the interactions between Tether and Bitcoin? You know, there's twice as much trading of Tether than there is of Bitcoin. And if those things start to happen, you know, what happens to Ethereum and other things when people get very nervous about the whole sector? These things escalate very quickly.
No one's ever gotten into the crypto market saying this is a safe bet and it's not volatile. I mean, that's sort of not what they've been doing.
Well, that's fair enough. But, you know, when you start to have a market this big, 2 trillion plus overall in the crypto market, there can be consequences to, you know, the broader financial system that we don't want.
Again, guys, there will basically be a bank run, right? More so a stablecoin run, right? They don't have the USD or the dollars, guys, when you redeem USDT, right? So I would just be very careful at the end of the day. This is the prime proof of why we need regulations, right? So I believe the timeline is clear, guys. What's going to happen is during the collapse or so, or around that same time frame, is when regulations are set in place, right? Set in stone, and it will not change, guys, until something new pops up. But what's going to happen is, and then all these companies, shady cryptocurrencies, right, stablecoins and whatnot, will collapse and implode during the collapse, guys. Then the ones with clarity and whatnot will join the new financial system, basically, not financial vice. At least we know the SEC just did this. Charged Terra and founder Do Kwon for fraud, right? after a year.
I just wanted to let you know, jail's not that bad. It sucks, but it's not the worst thing ever.
Right? They knew, guys. This is crazy. They all knew before it takes place. And they told you. You guys see how they always tell you before it happens? Last but not least, SEC complaints against Terraform Labs and Do Kwon alleges that Luna and UST are securities. In novel theory, the SEC not only characterizes UST as an investment contract, but as a security because it could be exchanged for a security. Luna. Under this theory, nearly anything can be a security. If we go back here to Johnny Deaton's reply, I haven't had time to read the SEC's complaints, but if this is true and the SEC claims a stablecoin is a security because it could be exchanged or converted into a security, it is one more example of the SEC making S up as they go, right? Exactly, guys. They don't even know what they're doing at this point in time, right? They're faking everything. It's all a grand show, guys, right? We're not making any of this stuff up. This is how we're living in a show at this point in time, right? Again, we live in a clown world. Everything is flipped on its head, guys. But one day, it will all be corrected. Not financial advice. Let's prepare. But anyways, that's all for you guys. Easy day, see ya.